Time to check in with Kate. All right, so I guess the good news, if you want to look at it that way, is that this is happening on a Friday.
That's true. And for a lot of people, it's a long weekend
right,
now. Yeah,
right.
For teachers and students that have had school closures, yeah, at least you get a nice long weekend. And you know what? Some more good news. Unlike the last storm, this is not going to end as a wintry mix or freezing rain, so we're not going to have the icy crust that we developed with the last storm. The problem is it's going to stay below freezing right through Monday. In fact, we only hit freezing. 32 was the high yesterday, so we've now been over 100 hours below freezing, and it looks like that will continue right through the weekend. And so that means the snow's not going to go anyplace anytime soon, and we are going to continue to see icy spots even through the weekend once the snow moves out. So it is moving in as we speak. This is a kind of a protracted system. It's not a slam dunk, easy to show you system, because we have three pieces of energy. We have this one coming in, which is bringing that first band of snow down around D.C. and Baltimore, trying to spread into our area. You can see down in Delaware, starting to see some snow pick up. Also starting to see it try to come down over Chester County. You can see on our sweep here, there's that leading edge of snow. So we told you yesterday, 5 to 7 a.m. arrival time. I still think that holds. Likely in the city and suburbs during the 5 o'clock hour, we'll start to see the snow move in. And of course, we have our reporters all across the region, which will be bringing us the first flakes as they fall. But again, three pieces of energy. One here moving through right now. We've got a secondary piece of energy, kind of what we call a trough, rounding through portions of the Midwest, and then this is kind of the wild card piece. This is a coastal low which is moving northward, and it's going to develop offshore. But as it does so, there'll be enough interaction with that and the inland lows that we'll start to see some banding set up. And of course, that's been the wild card all week. Where would that banding set up? Where would that trough axis set up? Where you get that interaction between the coastal low and the inland storm, that's where you're going to get those enhanced snowfall rates and those highest totals. Yesterday, it looked like it may be right over the city and nearby suburbs. It's now shifted, looking like the band of heaviest snow may try to set up over inland South Jersey and into Delaware. And that's why you've kind of seen this expansion of the winter storm warning. Now, these are products issued by the National Weather Service. Where you see the purple, the winter weather advisory, that's for anywhere from 2 to 6 inches of snow. Where you see a winter storm warning, these are the spots that could see 6 inches of snow. I think any 6-inch totals will be outliers with this storm. It's my opinion, but I do think most of us are looking at a widespread 2 to 4 with some spots in that 5 to 6-inch range. And again, that's going to happen where the heaviest band's set up. You're also going to have some mixing issues down the shore. So here's the problem. Wildwood, 37 degrees. This could start as a little rain, and then cold air may move in and change it over to snow. That's going to hold those totals down right along the immediate coast. But inland, watch what happens as this system starts to develop. So snow by 6 a.m. has started up just about everywhere. We've got that rain down the shore. That mix line starts to push south, and then the coastal low begins to ramp up offshore. And that's when we start to see this banding. Now, will this banding make it all the way back into the northwest suburbs of Philadelphia? It could, and you can see as we go through the day, we'll start to see that line of heaviest snow where you see the darkest blue shift a little bit further to the north. So around 2 o'clock, we'll have some steady snow basically over Newcastle County, Delaware County, Philadelphia. It's still at least a light to moderate snow all day throughout the north and west suburbs and up through the Poconos. But where you're seeing this dark blue, that's the banding. That's that wild card zone where we could see 4 to 6 inches of snow with this storm. And again, this is a light, fluffy snow for most of us, so it piles up quickly. So again, here's kind of our adjusted map. It's not that different from what you saw if you were with us last night. Widespread 2 to 4 north and west of the city, and then that band of 4 to 6, which may include Philadelphia. I would probably put the over-under right at about 4 inches as of now, what I'm seeing on the radar and satellite here. But we will have 2 to 4 inches even in portions of Atlantic County, and then lower amounts down the shore, where this will likely start as some rain and then change over to some snow. So again, where that banding sets up, that's where your highest totals are going to be. But this is going to slow you down all day long. Snow-covered roads, falling snow leading to low visibility, and then the brutal cold settles in. Coming up, I'll break down just how cold it's going to get as we head into the weekend.
Here has been tracking it all out for us, timing it all out. So we have another several hours to go.
We do indeed. We have basically the entirety of the daylight hours on this Friday. So from now started about 6 a.m. and will continue likely at least through 5 or 6 o'clock tonight. So both commutes will be impacted. This morning it's mostly about the low visibility and the roads becoming slick. Later this evening it's going to be more about those snow-covered, snow-packed roads in the wake of the heaviest snow, which will fall still midday. We're looking at kind of 9 to 3, the timing of the heaviest snowfall. But it's coming down pretty good right now. Look at Logan Square. It is covered in snow out there right now. We'll take you to Margate, which is looking pretty snowy this morning as well. Even up toward Atlantic City, Ocean City, we've got accumulating snow. Temperatures are close to freezing, but cold enough that the snow is accumulating on the roads and on the rooftops there. Cape May seeing a little bit more mixing. It's trying to snow, some light accumulations, but the accumulation totals will be lower there thanks to temperatures which are dropping a bit. We were at 37 last hour, dropped to 34 in Wildwood, so going to start to see a little more accumulation there. North and west of the city, it's in the 20s, so this snow is going to accumulate quickly. It's already doing so, and it's going to keep coming throughout the day. This is a light, fluffy snow. It piles up rapidly. Some of the heaviest right now is in this band extending from Toms River right through Pemberton, northern Burlington County, and back toward the city. But we've got light to moderate snow just about everywhere. The Lehigh Valley, the one spot that hasn't seen quite as much, but this is only round one. Notice how it's filling in here in between basically this first push and our next area of low pressure, which is rounding the base of this trough and will be moving in as we go through the afternoon. We've also got a coastal piece of energy. A lot of players on the field with this. They will all interact to produce heavy snow through the midday time frame. So winter storm warning for the city, nearby Pennsylvania suburbs, and also most of South Jersey and into Kent County, Delaware. That winter storm warning until 10 o'clock tonight. This is not going anywhere anytime soon. Winter weather advisory for points to the north and west. Also until 10 o'clock tonight, that's where you're looking at those 2 to 4 inch amounts up through Upper Bucks, Montgomery, and the Lehigh Valley. Meteorologist Tammy Souza is here continuing our team coverage with a look at just how much snow will fall where you live. It's already looking pretty, Tammy.
You know what? We were just Kate Bilo, and the snow is falling, Kate.
It is indeed, Janelle. Started about 6 o'clock this morning around the city and will continue. Could be light at times, moderate at times, and then heavier as we go through the midday time frame. Let's take a 50s with rain chances next week. Janelle, send it back to you.
All right. Thank you, Kate.